Hello, my name is Monte. Welcome to the Fragrant Juice, where we talk about everything fragrance. And in this installment, I have a very special video for you because I wanted to do something a little bit different today because we're talking about one of my favorite seasons, which is fall. So I figured I would come here into the forest and talk about 5 extraordinary fragrances that I think you should check out here in 2025. Again, my name's Monte, and what I planned on doing on this, I planned on not just giving you 5 fall fragrances that I think are amazing, but I wanted to give you 5 fragrances for different seasons, different purposes. So we'll be going through an all-purpose fragrance. I'm also going to be giving you a fresh office fragrance. I'm going to give you a daily casual type of fragrance. And I'll also give you a fragrance that's going to be good for date night. And I'll also give you one that is going to be a good fragrance for formal events. Something that is nostalgic, something that is classic. So that's what you can expect here in this review. And without further ado, we'll get right into it. So the reason why I wanted to do something a little bit different here is because fall is one of my favorite fragrances. I love the change of season. I love how people kind of slow down and they're not going crazy like how it is in summer. The cooler weather comes, you could wear sweaters, and the type of fragrances you can wear also become a bit richer, a bit deeper, have more character in my opinion. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do this. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the first fragrance I'm going to talk to you about today. And we're going to get into a fragrance that recently came out here in August 2025. And I think this is a perfect fragrance for the all-purpose category. This fragrance has that blue nature, but it's also rich. It has some depth and it has that iconic DNA. And we're talking about none other than Bleu de Chanel Exclusif. This is an amazing fragrance. And why do I like this fragrance so much? This fragrance is great because it has that iconic Bleu de Chanel DNA. And there's some citrus here in the opening, but there also is a richness. There is this resinous, nutmeg, leathery, soft leathery vibe going on with this fragrance. And the wearing experience is perfect for fall because it has that depth. It keeps my attention throughout the entire wear. There's some sweetness here, but it's not too sweet. And you could literally just wear this fragrance all fall and you'll be fine. Anything you're doing, you're going to get groceries, you're going to an event, you don't know what to grab, Bleu de Chanel Exclusifs has you covered. There's a nutmeg in here. There's also kind of a cumin type of vibe, but it's not too spicy. And the best thing I like about this fragrance more so than anything is the wearing experience. The dry down is where this shines. There's some incense in here as well that makes the experience constantly move about and it constantly evolves. And when you get towards the end of the dry down, you get that soft, supple leather. I said in my review of this fragrance that it has a lot of similarities to La Leon with the Bleu de Chanel DNA, and it's just rich and it's super luxurious. So, for all purpose, we are talking about Bleu de Chanel Exclusif performance. I get well over 8 hours with this. Who do I think should be wearing this? Like what age group? I'm gonna say this is sophisticated. This is mature, masculine. This is 30 and up. This is 30 and up. Classy, refined. You can't go wrong with this. So the all-purpose pick for fall 2025 is Bleu de Chanel Exclusif. And moving on, the next scenario that we wanted to talk about here is something fresh. You want to have something fresh if you're going to be going to the office. And this is my choice for the office. This house is one of my favorite houses. It's an independent house, and it is from Daniel Josier. And we're talking about Daniel Josier Heart Attack. Heart Attack by Daniel Josier. And what makes this fragrance great? This fragrance is very spicy in the opening and throughout the wearing experience. There's lime in here, there's pepper, it has a lot of herbs, it's multiple peppers in here, and there's woods. There's cypress in here, vetiver, and all types of woods. This is not sweet at all, but it has a refreshing nature with a fresh, spicy character. And I get amazing performance with this, well over 8 hours. But it's nothing that quite smells like this. Fresh, spicy, earthy, and it has a cool backstory. Daniel Josier, he had a heart attack, and this fragrance is him going through his experience with that heart attack. The top notes is super sharp and spicy, and it's like the moment he got the heart attack, and then it goes into some like aldehydes, some calming notes with some cypress, and that was him recovering and in the hospital. And then when he went home, it ends with some vetiver and a lot of woody notes, is him calm, and finally when he went back home. Beautiful story, beautiful scent profile, and this is my choice for the office. You won't offend anybody with this, but you will get people's attention with how spicy it is, with all of the woods and the character. Beautiful vetiver dry down. Oh, amazing fragrance by the house of Daniel Josier, the signature collection, and that is Daniel Josier Heart Attack. Sample it if you haven't already. And we're moving on. The next step in my collection is, well, in this collection of fragrances, is a masterpiece, if I must say myself, from the house of Chris Collins. And we're talking about, this category is the daily casual. So anytime, any place, daily wear, you can grab this and be good to go. And it's from the house of Daniel Josier. If you like spice, if you like some good tea character, that is African Rooibos from the house of Chris Collins. This fragrance is amazing. It's got that African Rooibos tea note at the top. At the top, you get some cardamom, spices, that African Rooibos tea note. Oh, so good. There's orris root in here, I think. It's buttery, it's smooth. And in the dry down, you get this beautiful tonka bean that really blends with that Rooibos tea note, and it's just it lingers, it wafts in the air. It's got an air about it. There's nothing that's quite like African Rooibos from the house of Chris Collins. And this is a masterpiece fragrance, and this is my choice for a casual wear, daily wear. This is signature scent worthy. You won't offend anybody with this. Amazing fragrance. Performance, I get a solid 8 hours with this, no slouch there. Projection and sillage, I get about 1 to 2 feet projection for most of my wearing experience. It's not a room filler or anything like that, but people will smell you. You'll enjoy the sillage around you, so there's no slouch there. When it comes to who I think this is for, this is such a versatile scent. Men and women could pull it off. I would say, honestly, it's such a great scent profile and everything. Pretty much anybody could wear this and pull it off because it has the right mix of spice, sweetness, but not being too sweet, with some character with that tea note, with that calming nature of tea. You can't go wrong with it. So anyone, any age could wear this, in all honesty, in my humble opinion. And now we're really getting into the nightlife. We're going into date night now. So when I first smelled this fragrance, I was at Sephora and I was testing out some Maison Margiela stuff for the first time. And I saw this, and when I first put it to my nose, it literally just smelled like an ashtray. And I was like, I don't know why anybody would want to smell like this. But I picked up some other fragrances that day, and I got this as a free gift with my purchase. And I was blown away when I finally tested this out on skin. And that is none other than By the Fireplace by Maison Margiela. If it finally focuses, you can do it. Fireplace. This fragrance is true to what it sounds like. There's cloves in here. There's also smoky nuance. Oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful scent. I think there's cashmere wood in here. And when you're wearing this fragrance, it literally smells like you are cozy and warm, and you're in by an embering fireplace. The smokiness is not overwhelming, but it's present. The vanilla in here, in the dry down, when it starts to get into that, it's mixed with the smoke and that burning fire type of nature with the vanilla. It creates a beautiful dry down. This is, in my opinion, romantic and very cozy and perfect for a date night, low light setting. And you don't have to overspray this. This is a dabber, but I would think you don't have to overspray this. And it lasts pretty long. It's at a toilette concentration, but I get a solid, 7 hours with this, with pretty good projection. I'm smelling it. I'm enjoying the wafts that I'm getting. No slouch there. When it comes to who this is for, I would say this profile leans more masculine, but women could pull it off for sure. When it comes to who this is for, this is a little bit more mature because of the smokiness. So I would say 25 and up. 25 and up ideally when it comes to this scent profile, but you can't go wrong with this one. And that is Maison Margiela by the Fireplace. A great offering from the house. Okay? And we are moving along. And for the final pick in this presentation here is fitting for the environment we are in here today. And let me reach and get this. And the first time I smelled this fragrance, I was absolutely blown away. Now this is from the Chanel Les Exclusifs collection that you only can get at Chanel boutiques. And the first time I smelled this fragrance, off rip, it was love at first sniff. And it's fitting that I'm here in the forest amongst the trees, because this smells like you're in the forest, like you're one with nature. It's earthy, it's rooty, but it's never overwhelming. And that is from Chanel Les Exclusifs collection, Sycomore. Oh yeah, Chanel Sycomore from the Les Exclusifs collection. Give that its just due. And when you're smelling Chanel Sycomore, you will not be mistaken you will not be disappointed if you're a fan of vetiver. I am. This really is one of the best vetiver fragrance I've ever smelled. In the opening here, you got some pink pepper, you got some aldehydes that, that signature Chanel DNA is here, but it's subdued. and you get this beautiful, beautiful vetiver note that's here throughout the life of the fragrance, and it's a rooty vetiver. The vetiver has a nuttiness almost, slightly smoky, not overly smoky. And what really helps to round out this fragrance, in my opinion, is there's a tobacco note, but it's not a dirty or ashy tobacco. It's a blonde tobacco almost. It's very light. It's almost like you're just sniffing and you're smelling just the outside of the tobacco. Light blonde tobacco, and it helps just to round out the entire scent profile. And the dry down of this is amazing. This is my choice for a formal event because I could see someone, you could dress it down, you could dress in just like a sweater. Like I wore it today and I was just wearing this, but you could wear it formally. I think ideally like in a suit, going to an event, going to any professional thing, a wedding. You could wear this. This gives me vibes. It's not the same thing, but it's regal and kind of royal smelling, kind of like how Royal Oud is to me. It has a sophistication. You literally smell like you're in the forest. You are one with the earth. The vetiver in here is very earthy and rooty and beautiful. This is one of my favorite fragrances from Chanel. It's not cheap. I got this. This is a 2.5 ounce, a 75 mil, and I think I spent like 280 for this, or maybe even 300. It's not cheap, but it's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And when it comes to performance with this, I get a solid, 7 hours, which is more than enough in my opinion. After that, it's pretty much a skin scent. I also get, projection wise, it's pretty close to the skin. I get like about, for the first hour or two, I'm getting about, 1.5, 2 feet projection. And after that, it's more of a close scent bubble. But you'll enjoy how you're smelling. I'm not getting that much compliments off of this, but that's not what this is about. This is about if you enjoy vetiver, like nothing quite makes me feel like this. The only other fragrance that has made me feel like this is Creed Royal Oud because it's such a regal, woody, slightly spicy, slightly smoky. It has a lot going for it. It's a classic scent profile, but it doesn't feel old. It feels just like classic, masculine, beautiful fragrance. And who I think this is for, I think women and men can pull it all off, but it leans more masculine. And I would say this is 30 and up. This is sophisticated stuff. 30 and up, okay? Adults only, okay? For Chanel Sycomore. Amazing, amazing stuff from the House of Chanel. And yeah, that's what I got here for this one. I wanted to do something a little bit different because this is my favorite season. I love fall. I love to talk about fragrances. So let me know what you think. What are some of your favorite fall fragrances? Have you ever smelled any of this fragrance? We'll go back through it. All purpose pick. We're looking at Chanel Exclusif. Okay. Also, fresh office pick. We're looking at none other than Heart Attack by Daniel Josier, okay, for the fresh office pick. Doesn't really like that, but it'll pick it up. Daniel Josier Heart Attack for the office pick, okay. Then we're going with for your daily casual wear from the house of Chris Collins. We're looking at African Rude Boy. And we're looking at the date night pick from Maison Margiela replica collection by the Fireplace. Okay. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That's what that makes me think about. And lastly, to round it out, formal event, classy stuff. You want to be classy, you want to dress up, have a nice suit, and you want to just have that confident feel, regal, old world. This is rich. This is like something I think that somebody who has that old money would wear Chanel, Les Exclusifs, Sycomore. You want to smell like a sycamore tree in the best way possible with some earthy, rooty vetiver with some smokiness? You got to check this out. Get your nose on that. I'll have links in the description of this video. Again, my name's Monte. I hope this video finds you doing well. And yeah, like and subscribe to the channel and share it with somebody who you think will get value. And like I say every time, remember, your neighbor's nose is a terrible thing to annihilate. So make sure today you grab something great and you give it a few sprays. Until next time, peace.